We have spent the last 100 years trying to escape our own bodies. We called it progress. We called it efficiency. We convinced ourselves that our time was far too valuable for the burden of physical effort. But look closely at the world we built. We have created a life where we spend our money to avoid movement, only to spend our time buying it back. It is the great modern paradox. We drive a car to a building so we can pay a monthly subscription to walk on a motorized belt that goes nowhere. We have stripped the meaning from the effort and left only the mechanics. Today we explore the paradox of the planned body. We're looking at why our modern fitness feels like a chore, what we lost when we outsourced our strength, and how to reclaim the art of being a physical being in a digital world. The productivity trap. Somewhere along the way, we developed a strange arrogance toward our own homes. We began to view household chores, the sweeping, the scrubbing, the lifting, as low-value tasks. We tell ourselves our time is too precious. We say we should be doing something productive, which usually means sitting in a chair, staring at a screen, moving nothing but our fingertips. We outsource the maintenance of our lives to others. We pay for help to clean, to wash, to cook, and to garden. We justify it as buying back our time. But what are we buying it back for? Usually it's to sit longer, to be more efficiently sedentary. We have created a hierarchy where the person who sits is successful and the person who moves is the help. But in this trade, who is actually winning? The domestic paradox. There is a quiet irony in the modern household. We pay for a maid to mop the floors so that we can have the energy to go to a gym and pay a trainer to make us do lunges. Think about the movement of mopping, the reach, the core rotation, the weight shift. It is, for all intents and purposes, a full-body workout. But because we label it chores, we despise it. Because we label the gym fitness, we crave it. We have reached a point where we will pay someone to do the functional movement that would keep us healthy, just so we can pay someone else to give us artificial movement to keep us from falling apart. We are paying twice for a result we could have had for free. The hidden vitality. Look at the people in our lives who never stop moving. Often, it is the spouse, the wife, or the partner who takes on the physical rhythm of the home. The constant bending to dust, the standing to cook, the lifting of laundry, the walking to the market. While one person sits in an office optimizing their career, the other is unintentionally optimizing their longevity. Science often shows that those who engage in non-exercise activity, the small, constant movements of a functioning home, tend to be more physically resilient. They don't have workout sessions. They have a life of motion. Gardening isn't just a hobby. It's a compound movement session. Carrying groceries isn't a nuisance. It's a loaded carry. The person who maintains the home isn't just cleaning a house. They are inhabiting a body. They often live longer and stay sharper, while the productive sitter wonders why their back hurts despite their expensive gym membership. The displacement, movement without purpose. In the world of our ancestors, movement wasn't a choice, it was a byproduct of purpose. You didn't go for a run. You ran because there was a destination. You didn't do a lifting session. You carried wood because your home needed heat. Today, most of us move because we are afraid of dying. We've turned the body into a management project. We've quarantined movement into a 60-minute time slot. When movement is separated from a goal, it loses its soul. It becomes a line item on a to-do list. When you remove the why from the effort, all you're left with is the strain. And that is why so many of us feel a deep, quiet resentment toward our own health. The artificial recreation. The gym is a laboratory. Step inside a modern gym and look around. It is a strange, fluorescent-lit laboratory where we try to recreate the very things we destroyed in our daily lives. Rows of people staring at screens, trying to distract themselves from the very thing they are doing. We lift heavy objects and put them exactly where we found them. We climb plastic stairs that never lead to a higher floor. We have optimized the struggle out of our reality, so now we have to manufacture it in a controlled environment. We've turned the miracle of human locomotion into a data point on a smartwatch. But there is a hollowness here. When we outsource our movement to machines and our chores to others, we become guests in our own skin. The trap of convenience. Convenience is a liar. It whispers that by removing the small things, the stairs, the heavy bags, the scrubbing, it is giving you freedom. It promises you more time. But convenience leaves you in a cage of your own design. A cage where you are eventually forced to pay a professional to help you regain the mobility that nature gave you for free. Every time we choose the shortcut, we lose a small piece of our physical autonomy. We are trading our long-term vitality for short-term comfort, and it is a bad trade. Reclaiming the effort. So how do we find the lost meaning of effort? It's not by adding another high-intensity workout to your calendar. It's by refusing the shortcut in your daily life. It's by realizing that your precious time is never wasted when it is spent moving your own muscles to maintain your own life. Reclaim the meaning by choosing the long way. Wash your own car, tend your own garden, scrub the floor occasionally. Realize that these aren't low-value tasks. They are the highest form of self-care. Stop trying to protect yourself from the world. The body is the only machine that breaks down if you don't use it. It is the only tool that grows sharper with resistance. Closing. We didn't become lazy, we became optimized. And in that optimization, we lost the art of being physical beings. Don't just go to the gym to pay your debt to the mirror. Give your movement back its purpose. The next time you have the choice between the easy way and the hard way, choose the one that reminds you that you are alive. This is the lost meaning of effort, and we reclaim it when we stop trying to save our lives and finally start spending them. Because a body is not a project to be finished. It is a story to be told.